All right, and welcome to today's contest here on the Cadet Student Network. I'm accompanied by Randy Gardner, and this is Coach Jake Pitroff here on the microphone. We're going to be covering today's contest of CBC High School and the Varsity Water Polo program as they take on Parkway Central High School here at Principia. For those viewers that are tuning in, tonight was our senior night this evening as we had the opportunity to show our appreciation and thanks for all the hard work and dedication that the seniors have brought forth for the water polo program over the last few years. Our seniors that are playing with us are Alex Fennessy, number 1, as you see him jumping in the pool. He is our goalie. Brendan O'Brien, number 2. Cole Robinson, number 9. And Jacob Kennedy, number 4. Those are our 4 seniors, as they've given a lot of countless hours here in the pool of Principia and our contest over the last few years. So as you see there, the swim-off, that's a typical start to every water polo game, as water polo includes the element of swimming. It's a very physical sport, much like rugby. It's got elements of soccer and basketball all combined into the pool. And the swim-off happens at the beginning of every quarter. As the team wins it, goes on the offensive end. Team that loses the swim-off transitions to defense. So Caden Conley on the ball right now as he's fouled. And for viewers that are watching for the first time, fouls are generally called on a player when they impede the opposing player throughout the pool or prevent the other player from moving forward. As you can see, another foul called. Now, on this play, watch, the Parkway Central player has to pass it to another offensive player before he can take the shot. So as you can see, number 11 there, pass to number 2 on the foul, and Parkway Central scores the first goal of the game with 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Just to give you a little background of some of our players, Cole Robinson on the ball there has been a varsity player for 4 years and has contributed extensively to the offensive attack this season. Cole is our second leading goal scorer on the team behind Caden Conley, a junior. As the cadets are working to set up their offense, a couple things that we try to stress within the program is 1, and a nice shot there by Cole Robinson as it sneaks in for a goal as the cadets even the game at 1-1. As I was saying, offensively, we try to stress that the boys work to get wide throughout the pool, have as many dry passes as possible, and work to get the ball into what's called the 2-meter set. And to give you a visual, 2-meter set is like a center position in basketball. You get the ball down low to the post. And the guy that's the big guy just tries to get it into the net. As you can see, Parkway Central very effective at getting the ball to the 2-meter set, as that is the high percentage shot that you want to take in water polo. So score 2-1 here, about 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Cole Robinson looking to move the ball forward, toss it back to his goalie. Very common play when he doesn't have an offensive player open who's advanced down the pool. And Mike Schoenhoff, head coach of the varsity program, is in his first inaugural season as the water polo coach. Mike brings an extensive resume and experience of playing water polo. Also coached at St. Louis University. As St. Louis University is one of the top teams in the area, Mike had the pleasure of coaching there for a little bit and brought his experience over to the cadets this beginning of this season. Other coaches on staff are Coach Tony Cavagno and then myself. So it's a luxury to have 3 coaches to work with the boys as we can all work on different elements of the game, offensive and defensive. Now, you hear the horn sign going off, and that is a shot clock. So a 30-second shot clock implemented into the game of water polo. Much like basketball, the offensive team has 30 seconds to get the shot off before the horn sounds. If they do not, it is considered a turnover, and they must transition to defense. Coach Schoenhoff's really stressing the element of releasing, as you can see as the camera's focused on the ball. That is when a player gets wide and opens himself up for a shot. Releasing is a basic fundamental we teach within the program, and we really work on players effectively getting wide, opening themselves up, creating separation from the defense to ultimately get a dry pass and work to get that ball into the 2-meter set. Brendan O'Brien with the nice defensive play there. Brendan's really come a long way as a player over the last few years. He's had the opportunity to play at the JV and varsity level. And this year has actually been a very strong player defensively for the Cadets. Really working hard at the 2-meter set position defensively and offensively to help the Cadet defense. Sam Skaggs, another junior for us, number 7. Very strong swimmer, very quick in the water, but also his strength is his key element of his game. Sam is able to outmuscle most players that he's up against, which is a great attribute to have in a player. This is Alex's second season in the goalie position, and Alex has had quite the season so far. He's led the team in saves. He generally averages about 7 to 8 saves a game, sometimes 9 when we're facing a very strong offensive school. And again, the Cadet offense unable to generate an attack as Alex dumps the ball down the pool. If you're tuning into the game, it's 2-1 Parkway Central over the Cadets here with about 2 minutes left in the first quarter. This game has a lot of meaning for Coach Schoenhoff as he is facing his older brother. Coach Schoenhoff as well coaches for Parkway Central. So water polo runs within the family. And a quick goal as the Cadets were caught off guard. Parkway Central scores, giving them the 3-1 lead here today. And Cole Robinson working to get the offensive going. And you can see one thing Coach Schoenhoff's going to stress at the end of this quarter is really working to get wide, driving and swimming through the other defensive player. So Brendan O'Brien on the ball to Cole Robinson. Cole with the shot, but looks like the Parkway Central defenseman got just enough of an arm on it. So Parkway Central transitioning down the pool, looking to shoot, and they scored. The 1-2 combination from number 17, number 5. A little quick give and go in the shot. And the Cadets find themselves trailing 4-1 here in the first quarter. It appears that the Parkway Central defense is very strong. They have good positioning. They're able to get in those passing lanes and in those swimming, driving lanes as Caden Conley tries to get around the defender as he gets back in position. And as you notice, defenders have their arms up, and the reason behind that is to make sure that they can block the shot or prevent a pass to get to the open player. So offensive foul called on Parkway Central, and the Cadets take over with about 30 seconds left in the quarter, 4-1. The Cadets will try to work to get a quick goal before the quarter ends. Parkway Central with about 7 seconds left, transitioning down the pool as he's going to swim in and look for the shot. And Fennessy with a big save. To end the first quarter, the Cadets trailing 4-1 to Parkway Central. And today is our senior night. So again, we want to offer our thanks and appreciation to our seniors, but also especially to their parents. Parents play a pivotal role for our water polo program. They contribute by helping the boys, bringing waters and snacks to tournaments, and just providing a good atmosphere and supportive network. The coaching staff at CBC would certainly like to thank our parents for all their contributions and support. Coach Schoenhoff talking to the boys at the end of first quarter. It's 4-1. We're getting ready to start the second quarter here. And this match last year was a close match. The Cadets actually win to Parkway Central and won 8-7 on a last-second shot. So this game has some meaning as Parkway Central's come out extremely hard in the first quarter, showing their offensive capability. The Cadets will have to readjust defensively, work to get a little bit more of their offense set up. And one of the things that Coach Schoenhoff's really been working with over the last few weeks is the 6-on-5 set offense. Now 6-on-5 is in transition, you really work to try and get the odd man rush. So much like a counterattack in soccer or a fast break in basketball, the 6-on-5 offense is really tailored to finding the open man as you move the ball down the length of the pool and to get the quick shot. And so right now, the Cadets are up a man. This is an opportunity, as I said, to set up the 6-on-5 offense as the Parkway Central defender, number 4, has a kick out. Now, what is a kick out? A kick out is a foul that the ref calls, as I said earlier in the broadcast, that if you're trying to prevent the player from moving forward, they'll kick you out, and it's basically kind of like a penalty. So consider the kick out to be almost like a mini power play. So 30 seconds, you're up a man, and your offense really tries to work to get that 6-on-5 offensive advantage to try and score a goal. If a player gets 3 kickouts in the course of the game, he is ejected from the game and has to sit out for the rest of the competition. So if a player gets 2 kickouts, coaches typically have to pull them out, and it's almost kind of like being fouled out of basketball. It's Cole Robinson on the ball here, very strong as he works our 2-meter defense. And another common practice is when the shot clock of 30 seconds goes down to about 5 and 4, typically what the offense does is they dump the ball and they quickly transition and get set in place to play hard defense. Parkway Central, very strong and effective moving in on those swim lanes. They really try to cut in and drive. Cadets have had a tough time finding the lanes in the offensive end to try and get in and get separation between the defense. So we'll see if Coach Schoenhoff and his strategies at the end of the first quarter are working to make that adjustment. Sam Skaggs on the ball, driving towards the goal. Going to probably look to shoot here if he can get separation as he's working hard, really using his strength. And the turnover by the Cadets, the shot off the crossbar. If you're tuned into the contest, the score is 4-1. Parkway Central, CBC High School, 1. Caden Conley to Cole Robinson. Cole, and it trickles in for a goal. Wow. On the foul, CBC took advantage of the quick transition play. Caden Conley on the assist to Cole Robinson. Those two are a dynamic duo. They've really done a nice job together generating the cadet offense. Caden Conley, only a junior, and he is playing this season like a very top caliber player. I think he does have plans to play water polo at the next level. Cole Robinson and Caden work very well together offensively, working to generate the attack. Let's see what Alex Fennessy does here. He's going to try and find an open pass, as he does, to Caden. Caden going to try and find Johnny Altoff swimming. Oh, instead he looks to find Cole, but in transition turns it over to Parkway Central as they look to move down the pool. Siler Werman, sophomore, strong kid, good defensive capabilities and skills in the water. As you notice, this is elements of swimming, basketball, soccer, rugby, and maybe even a little wrestling. A lot of different elements of sports here in the sport of water polo. And you're really going to get to see some top-notch water polo action this summer for the 2016 Olympics. Get an opportunity to see the U.S. men's water polo team as they will kick off the Olympics. And what a fun sport to watch. If you haven't had an opportunity, I would highly consider watching it over the summer. Coach Schoenhoff calls a timeout. 2 minutes, 37 seconds. Parkway Central 4, CBC 2. And I think Coach Schoenhoff of Parkway Central was having some words with the ref on the call. I think he felt that his player was held underwater. And if in fact he was, if a player is held underwater, it is a immediate foul, potential kick out as well. In the offensive side, if a player is held underwater, they could automatically lead to a 5-meter shot. And a 5-meter shot is very similar to like having a penalty kick in soccer, where it's just the offensive player and the goalie. The ref blows the whistle and looks to get a shot. So we got a close contest here today. Both teams are swimming well, working hard. There's a lot of egg beaters going on in the water, and egg beating is one of the ways in which the players are able to tread 4 quarters throughout the course of the game. They really work their legs hard. It's a lot of strong leg work, swimming technique, and let's see if Coach Schoenhoff has designed some sort of set play and he utilizes it here offensively. Typical timeout conversation in the huddle is to work to try and find your offensive opportunities. Sometimes designing a set play. Let's see if that's exactly. And it looks like that's the case. A designed play that Parkway Central was ready for as the defensive player intercepts Alex Fennessy's pass and works down the pool in transition. They've got numbers up. Let's see if the cadet defense can stop the Central attack. Off the crossbar, Fennessy recovers the ball. The deep pass to Brendan O'Brien on the ball. Foul called on Central. He works the ball in to Skaggs. Skaggs with the shot. And a great block by the Central goalie. As he was in position, watched number 7, Sam Skaggs, as he turned around, tried to get the shot over him, but the goalie covered the near post and was in position to make the play. So Parkway Central moving the ball. It looks like the ref called a kick off the bottom. As you can tell, this pool has a deep end and a shallow end. So when you get down to the shallow end offensively, sometimes it's hard. It's hard to avoid kicking off the floor of the pool. And refs will call that, and that'll be an automatic turnover for the defensive team to take over offensively. So minute 13 here, left in the second quarter. Parkway Central winning 4-2 over the CBC Cadets. So there's 10 seconds on the shot clock. Let's see what the Cadets can do with the ball. And Jacob Kennedy dumps the ball deep, transitions back to defense. Alex Fennessy on the ball. He's going to try and look to find an open player. Caden Conley, the open player, he's going to need somebody to drive into the 2-meter set to try and get an offensive shot here before the quarter ends. You can tell he's really working hard. He's got that defender, number 17, right on his back, putting pressure on the player. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Alex Fennessy with a shot on net. Goalie for Parkway Central makes the save. And that's the conclusion of the second quarter as Parkway Central is up 4-2 over your CBC Cadets. And welcome back to the broadcast. It's the third quarter. CBC High School hosting Parkway Central. And the Cadets are losing 4-2, third quarter. They won the swim off. They're looking to generate some offense. Foul called on Parkway Central. Jacob Kennedy dumps the ball deep to the corner, and Coach Schoenhoff communicating to his team that they need to get back and play hard defense as they're in the deep water, the deep end of the pool, which in terms of defense, it can be hard, especially on a goalie. The goalie's got to tread in the deep end, whereas the goalie in the shallow end actually gets to stand. Now, if you notice the difference, that the deep end goal is a little bit smaller than the shallow end goal. And that's obviously because the shallow end goalie gets to stand as opposed to treading water the entire quarter. Cole Robinson on the ball here. And it just seems, if you're watching the game so far, the Cadets have had a hard time really getting their offense going. Parkway Central very strong at getting into the inside lanes, preventing the drive. And Alex Fennessy dumps the ball down. This game's turning out to be kind of tic-tac-toe type match as both teams are playing very strong defensively. It's going to come down to whether or not teams make mistakes is going to be the difference maker. The ball goes out of bounds on the Parkway Central attack. Alex Fennessy on the ball, looking to try and find an open player, as he does. Jacob Kennedy, one of our seniors, one of our proud seniors this season. Jacob's had a marvelous career as a water polo player. And a lot of these young men as well swim in the fall for the swim team. So they get the swimming in the fall, and then they come and play water polo in the spring. And Parkway Central, on a tough turnover by the Cadets, score, making it 5-3 with about 5 minutes left in the third quarter. If you're tuning in today and just started watching the broadcast, this is senior night tonight here, hosted at Principia. Again, we want to thank all of our seniors and their contributions, as well as their parents, as they've committed long hours in the pool at practice and going to tournaments over the weekend and playing many games throughout the course of the season. So we thank you as coaching staff to parents and players. Now Parkway Central on the attack here. And they're going to look to move the ball into the 2-meter set as they get it. But Cole Robinson, wow, you got to really watch that kid's ability to play defense. He gets back on the 2-meter and gets the turnover. And let's see what the Cadets can do offensively. It's probably been a good 10, maybe 12 minutes since the Cadets have scored. So having a hard time finding the offensive end of the pool today. And again, another turnover. The turnovers have played a factor in today's game. Parkway Central has converted on 3 CBC Cadet turnovers. So we always try to stress ball management. Big separation from number 2, the Parkway Central 2-meter set as he fires a shot in Fennessy with a wonderful save. Parkway Central playing very tight defense on the cadet offense, not allowing very much room or separation. As you can see, almost every player is pressured. It's what we call man-to-man defense. Again, the cadets, the last few quarters, have had to dump the ball into the corner and quickly transition into their defensive set. And a kick out on, looks like a kick out on Brendan O'Brien, number 2. And Parkway Central is a man up, almost like a mini power play. They're going to work to move the ball around the perimeter offensively. As you can see, the players make a big U, big horseshoe offensively and try to separate the defense so they can get the offensive shot, create separation, and look to score. And Parkway Central converts on the kick out. Number 11 for Parkway Central with the shot, making the score 6-2, about 2 minutes and 35 seconds left in the third quarter. So both coaches are making some subs to get some fresh players in, give guys a little breather. Water polo is mentally and physically exhausting on these young athletes. As you can tell, they're treading water, they're swimming, they've got physical presence of a defender on them as they try to work to score the ball. And the cadet offense is got numbers up right now, number advantage. So you're going to look to play the ball to Cole Robinson, who finds Caden Conley. Caden held under. The foul was called. Took the shot and barely missed wide on the left post. Alex Fennessy with another great save for the cadets. Another quick shot. Fennessy wins the 50-50 ball. And I'll tell you, Alex has made some nice saves tonight for the cadets, keeping them in the ball game. Works to throw the ball down the length of the pool to Sam Skaggs, and Charlie Eversman transitioning, gets through, and that's exactly what you want. That's something we have not seen the cadets do a majority of this game. On the quick transition, Parkway Central converts. It looked like there was some confusion on the cadet defense as some players were caught up and didn't get back on defense in time. The score is 7-2, about a minute left in the third quarter. The transitions and turnovers have certainly played an impact in today's match. If you're tuning in, Coach Mike Schoenhoff is playing against his brother, who also coaches water polo as well, so certainly runs in the family. Both teams working hard. Athletes are swimming and trying to work, and another kick out on the cadets. It looks like Parkway Central takes the immediate shot. Siler Werman on the kick out. So Parkway Central on the 6-on-5 offense here. Going to try and move the ball around. Shot fake. You see that very common. Most players will pump fake or get the goalie to go one way or another. Gets the ball into 2-meter set, and Parkway Central converts on the goal. Again, the 6-on-5 odd man advantage certainly hurting the cadets today. But I will give credit to Alex Fennessy and majority of the cadet defense. They've withheld quite a few shots offensively. This Parkway Central team is very explosive offensively. About 14 seconds left in the third quarter. Score 8-2, Parkway Central over the CBC cadets. And that brings the third quarter to a close. So coaches will have their pep talk, both teams, and we'll head into the last quarter of the competition. All right, and welcome back to the broadcast. We're here in the fourth quarter. CBC cadets facing against Parkway Central, varsity water polo match. Again, senior night here as our seniors are working hard and showcasing all their wonderful talents. If you're tuning in, Parkway Central is winning 8-2 over the cadets. There's been a couple kickouts that have led to some goals against the cadets, odd man transitions, and the Parkway Central offense has shown an impressive ability on the offensive end and really converting on their chances. Charlie Eversman on the ball. He's one of our swing players, plays JV and varsity. We got a couple players that do that. And so we try to usually get them about 2, maybe 3 quarters at the JV level and then have them play 2 quarters at the varsity level. So they are getting action in both games. It's a quick transition. Cole Robinson going to try and take it down. He's getting held, but he's got a 3-on-1 advantage. The cadets really got to convert on this. Cole, the cadets were unable to convert on the 3-on-1 man advantage. I know that's something Coach Schoenhoff wished the boys were able to convert on that chance, as he definitely has worked very hard in practice. And a great save by Parkway Central's goalie. So again, it's a 30-second shot clock. If that shot gets tipped by the goalie, that will reset the shot clock back at 30. So there was only about 3 seconds left on that deflection. The ball got shot, comes out wide. Cadets throw it back into the 2-meter set, and Brendan O'Brien converts on the goal as the cadets score, making it 8-3. Alex Fennessy with the stop. The cadets are working to get their offense set up here. Caden Conley on the ball, back to Cole Robinson. Cole with the, what a shot and a save. Wow, Parkway Central's goalie really keeping him in the game, making save after save. So Brendan O'Brien feeling the pressure on the defense. Johnny gets the ball to Cole Robinson. And an offensive foul. You don't normally see that a lot, but Cole did duck his shoulder into the chest of the defensive player, and that technically is a foul. And it looks like Cole Robinson gets a kick out as Parkway Central on the 6-on-5 offense, setting it up, trying to work the ball around. The quick shot, the rebound. Parkway Central wins over possession. And they throw a lofting pass towards the corner, and the Parkway Central attacker swats it into the net as Alex Fennessy was caught a little bit out of position. That brings the score 9-3, Parkway Central over the CBC Cadets. Today's water polo match is being broadcast by the Cadet Student Network, as they've had opportunities throughout the spring season to broadcast several different sports. And getting some water polo action today here at Principia, which is the home pool for the CBC Cadets, as well as where they practice. The Cadets will play on Wednesday against Parkway South, as we're taking on some Parkway schools this week. And then they'll have the weekend off. They'll come back and play in the Rockwood Summit Invitational late next week. So the Cadets are going to be winding down the portion of their regular season in conference play a tournament, and then gear up for the District State Championship Tournament, which is starting at the beginning of May. So the Cadets last year got into the tournament and lost their first match on a very close game to Fort Zumwalt West. Coach Schoenhoff has certainly worked hard with the boys and the coaching staff to get them groomed and ready for the tournament, and potentially could see a team like Parkway Central early on in the tournament. So we got about 3 minutes left in the fourth quarter if you're just tuning in. Parkway Central's winning 9-3 over the Cadets, and Brendan O'Brien putting hard pressure defensively on number 2. And a call, looks like it was ball under on the Cadet defense. I don't think Mike liked that call very much, but Alex was able to make the save, and the Cadets transition into offense down the pool. And Caden able to get in to 2-meter set and get positioning. Oh, and a quick deflection by number 11, Parkway Central. And the quick shot by Caden Conley as he scores. As the Cadets trailing 9-4. Parkway Central calling a timeout. Got 2 minutes, 25 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Neither team giving up. Both teams are working hard and playing strong. Both coaches are going to do some quick readjustments and talk about a few things before the tail end of this game concludes. If I venture to guess, Coach Schoenhoff is probably talking about getting the ball wide and then getting it quickly back into the 2-meter set, getting the separation between the defense, and in transition, if they could get that 6-on-5 offense set up, that has proven to be effective for the Cadets, as they saw a lot of opportunities in their last match and win over Rockwood Summit last week on Thursday. A lot of opportunities to really generate that 6-on-5 offense. So Parkway Central probably talked about some sort of set play during that timeout. Gets the separation, the 2-meter set with the shot, and they convert on the goal. So again, Parkway Central coach is brothers with the CBC coach, Mike Schoenhoff. So over the years, I'm sure both of these coaches, young coaches, are looking forward to having quite the rivalry and sibling competition in the water polo world. Cole Robinson trying to generate some offense here as he's transitioning down the pool and really working hard, swimming in. Opportunity, pop it up, and a great goal by Cole Robinson as he really worked hard individually there to get in position and get the shot. CBC scores and makes the score 10-5. Minute 45 seconds left in the match. Parkway Central turns the ball over, and the Cadets are looking to quickly transition. Try to get the ball into Brendan O'Brien. Great pass. That's the pass you need. Andrew Behrens saw the opportunity, got the ball to Brendan O'Brien, number 2, one of our seniors, and Brendan converts on the goal. Scores 10-6. Cadets trailing by 4. Caden Conley called on the foul. And Alex Fennessy with another shot. As Parkway Central missed their opportunity. Let's see what Fennessy does with the ball here. Gets the ball to Brendan O'Brien. Brendan O'Brien trying to work out of pressure. Cole Robinson. Oh, Cole's had a couple chances like that as he's really tried to catch the goalie out of position, but the goalie for Parkway Central gets a tip, forces the ball out of bounds, but the Cadets still stay on offense. Oh, and Caden Conley had the right opportunity as he tried to pass it to Cole, but was intercepted by Parkway Central. So ticking down to the last few seconds here in the match, Parkway Central transitioning, trying to look to get one more before the game ends. The shot, and it went wide, missed on the opportunity, and Cole Robinson fires one down the pool, and that's the match. Your final score, Parkway Central 10, CBC 6. We want to thank you for tuning in to today's broadcast by the Cadet Student Network. Randy Gardner on the camera and Jake Pitroff on the microphone. Tonight was our senior night. Even though the Cadets lost the match, they still had a valiant effort tonight, and thank you for tuning in to the Cadet Student Network. Have a great night.